Imagine that something as simple as how you breathe could completely change your health, your energy, your focus, even your lifespan. That's the bold promise James Nestor makes in his groundbreaking book Breath, The New Science of a Lost Art. Nestor is not just a journalist, he's an explorer of human biology who dove into centuries-old practices, cutting-edge science, and even put his own body on the line to test the power of proper breathing. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand why breathing is the most underrated key to health, but also how small changes can transform your life. So, let's dive in scene by scene into the fascinating world of breath. Scene 1, The Forgotten Art. Nestor begins by highlighting a shocking truth. Despite being the only thing we do about 25,000 times a day, breathing has become something most people do, incorrectly. From slouched posture to stress-filled lifestyles, we've lost touch with the ancient wisdom of breath. He sets the stage by telling us, breathing isn't just automatic, it's an art form we abandoned, and reclaiming it might be the secret to vitality. Scene 2, The Nose Knows. The author reveals a stunning discovery: breathing through your mouth can wreck your health. He explains how nasal breathing filters air, humidifies it, and even produces nitric oxide, a molecule that boosts circulation and immunity. In contrast, mouth breathing is linked to snoring, sleep apnea, fatigue, and even crooked teeth. The nose isn't just for smelling, it's the body's built-in health system. Scene 3, The Experiment of Suffering. To prove the point, Nestor does something extreme. He plugs his nose for 10 days and forces himself to breathe only through his mouth. The result? He snores like a chainsaw, his blood pressure skyrockets, and his energy crashes. In just over a week, his health deteriorates dramatically. This experiment makes one thing clear: mouth breathing is dangerous, while nasal breathing is medicine. Scene 4, The Lost Practices of Breathmasters. Nestor takes us back in time to explore ancient practices from yogis in India to Taoist monks in China. They saw breath not as a simple act but as a bridge between body and spirit. Techniques like pranayama, butaiko, and qigong weren't just spiritual, they were deeply scientific in their effects on the lungs, nervous system, and even metabolism. Modern science is only now catching up to what these masters knew thousands of years ago. Scene 5, The Power of Slow Breathing. One of the book's central discoveries is that slowing your breath to about 5.5 breaths per minute, almost half of what most people normally do, creates incredible benefits. Blood pressure drops, stress hormones plummet, and the body enters a calm, healing state. Breathing slowly is like pressing a natural reset button for your entire nervous system. Scene 6, CO, The Misunderstood Hero. We're taught that carbon dioxide is a waste gas, but Nestor shows us it's actually vital. Carbon dioxide helps our bodies release oxygen more efficiently to tissues and organs. Shallow, rapid breathing lowers CO, leading to fatigue, brain fog, and stress. By breathing less and more deeply, we allow our bodies to work smarter, not harder. Scene 7, The Miracle of Nitric Oxide. Every nasal breath produces nitric oxide, a molecule scientists call the magic gas. It widens blood vessels, boosts oxygen circulation, and strengthens the immune system. Without it, we're more prone to infections, inflammation, and poor sleep. This explains why simply closing your mouth at night can drastically improve health and energy. Scene 8, Breath and Athletic Superpowers. Athletes often push harder, but Nestor reveals that those who breathe smarter perform better. From free divers who hold their breath for 10 minutes to marathon runners who train themselves to breathe less, the power of controlled breath unlocks endurance, focus, and resilience. Breath isn't just about survival, it's about performance. Scene 9, Breathing and Longevity. Studies show that lung capacity is the single greatest predictor of longevity. Bigger lungs equal a longer life. But here's the twist: you don't need to be an athlete to build lung capacity. Practices like deep breathing, humming, or singing can expand lung power and add years to your life. Scene 10. Breathing as medicine. Nestor introduces stories of people who cured asthma, anxiety, and even scoliosis symptoms through breathwork. He argues that while modern medicine saves lives, it often overlooks simple, low-cost solutions like improving how we breathe. Breath, he insists, is the missing link in both prevention and healing. Scene 11. The 5.5 Rule. Nestor presents his golden rule of breathing: inhale for 5.5 seconds, exhale for 5.5 seconds, totaling about 5.5 breaths per minute. This rhythm syncs the body, mind, and heart into harmony. It's not about taking deep, dramatic breaths, it's about breathing less but better. Scene 12. The dangers of overbreathing. Hyperventilation and chronic overbreathing are silent killers. Nestor explains how breathing too much strips CO, leaving the body in a constant state of imbalance. This leads to panic attacks, stress, and even weakened immunity. Learning to breathe less can feel counterintuitive, but it restores balance to the system. Scene 13. Breathing for sleep. Sleep disorders are skyrocketing, and Nestor connects much of this epidemic to poor breathing habits. He shows how simple hacks like mouth taping, nasal strips, or slow breathing exercises before bed can eliminate snoring, improve deep sleep, and restore energy. The secret to waking up refreshed may just be breathing right at night. Scene 14. Breathing and emotions. Emotions and breath are deeply intertwined. Fear makes us breathe fast and shallow. Calmness slows our breath naturally. By consciously controlling breathing, we can regulate emotions, reduce anxiety, and even shift our mental state instantly. Nestor makes it clear: breath isn't just physical, it's emotional medicine. Scene 15. Rediscovering the lost art. The final message of the book is simple yet profound. The act of breathing is both our oldest instinct and our most overlooked tool for thriving. Whether it's through humming, chanting, meditating, or simply learning to slow down, we can all reclaim this lost art. Breath is not just survival, it's a path to transformation. So, what if the key to a stronger body, a calmer mind, and a longer life wasn't hidden in some pill or high-tech treatment, but in the very act you're doing right now: breathing? James Nestor's breath reminds us that how we breathe shapes how we live. The smallest adjustment, like closing your mouth, slowing your rhythm, or embracing your nose, could unlock massive changes in health and performance. Now I'd love to hear from you. Do you already practice mindful breathing, or is this the first time you're realizing its power? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know how you breathe. This is the Summary Shelf, where books meet breakthroughs. If you enjoyed this dive into breath, check out more summaries packed with life-changing insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another journey into the world's most powerful ideas. Stay tuned, because the next book might just change your life even more than this one.